Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to share the unfortunate incident of an eaglet from the NCTC bald eagle nest. The eaglet, not yet 1 day old, had to be killed by its father. So what was the cause of the eaglet's death? Let's take a look at the video. One of the two eggs hatched on April 8th. At that time, the mother was not in the nest. There was only the father who was tidying up the nest. In this season, the parents have laid 3 eggs in the nest. The first egg was laid on February 27th. The second egg on March 1st. Then the third egg on March 4th. But on March 19th, one of the eggs was damaged and broken. The daddy bird removes the broken egg from the nest bowl. The feathers on his head have not yet turned completely white, which shows that he is still very young. Then it is certain that this bird has not had enough experience for the breeding season. This young father bites his newly hatched chick with his beak. Let's take a look once again. The eaglet seems to be in pain. Not only bite but also step on it. This young father doesn't seem to know how to take care of the newly hatched eaglets. Now the eaglet has emerged from its eggshell. The eaglet looks sleepy and cute. Five hours later, the little one gets its first meal from the mother. At 7:30 p.m., the mother leaves the nest temporarily for the shift change. She calls her mate to take her place to incubate her young and eggs. The daddy bird enters the nest with his eyes fixed on the eaglet. It seems that the baby eagle is a newcomer that he doesn't recognize. This is reminiscent of last year's incident at the leucistic red-tailed hawk nest. At that time, the young red-tailed hawk father saw his young in the nest for the first time. The father was surprised when he found something unfamiliar in the nest. Then he kicked and clawed his chick. On that incident, the young hawklet died a horrible death. The young male eagle still needs time to adjust to knowing his young in the nest. At this time, his hunting instincts detected that the eaglet was prey. You need to remember that large eagles such as bald eagles register the young of other predators as prey. This male eagle seems to be learning where the eaglet came from. He looked at the eggshells nearby and then occasionally looked at the chick. This young male eagle is really feeling confused. It seems like he doesn't want to make the wrong decision. Okay, let's try to find out by calming down. Unfortunately, the mother didn't come immediately to take care of the chick. After a while, the father returned to make sure that the eaglet was not his prey. But it seems he still doubts his decision. At this time, its primary instinct is to incubate eggs. As for anything beyond that, then he will identify as prey, migrants and opponents. This is truly a mind-boggling identification. But for the young male, the egg in front of him must be incubated. Okay, let's try. But that eaglet was really disturbing his mind. He felt uncomfortable at all. Then he returned to perch on the branch. A few minutes later, the male eagle approached the nest bowl back. The main purpose is to incubate eggs. But then again, the eaglet was very disturbing and made him uncomfortable. All right, let's do it again. The young father still feels uncomfortable. He repeatedly bit the eaglet. Young male eagles generally have strong and sharp beaks. And the bite made the chick feel pain. Although uncomfortable, the young father tried to ignore it. But the eaglet kept struggling, and for the young father, this was unusual. At this point, his instincts as a bird of prey start to show. The father kept pecking the chick who he didn't recognize. With its sharp beak, it will make the cubs injured. It turns out that the eaglet is really hurt, so let's take a look. There is a wound on the eaglet's beak. It looks like chipped flesh with bloodstains. This young father has killed his own chick. Not only killed, but also this eaglet was eaten by the father. Anything can happen in the wild, even though it seems so cruel, but the animals have their own way to keep the natural ecosystem in balance. Currently, there is still one egg left in the nest. Hopefully, the remaining eggs can hatch perfectly. And I also hope that this video can be entertaining and useful for you. Every human being has differences in interpreting animal language by looking at their behavior. I apologize if what I have written in this video is different from your interpretation. See you in the next video. Have a nice day and thank you for watching.